After 2 weeks on the road, we had to cut our trip short, not because we wanted to, but because the thought of a major truck repair was enough to send us straight into survival mode. We're Diego and Ash, and honestly, we're broke. We spent the last of our savings driving 2,000 miles to get to our new camp hosting job just outside of Grand Teton National Park, where we're going to be living and working for the next few months. And if everything goes as planned, this camp hosting job plus the sugar beet harvest in the fall should be enough to fund our biggest adventure yet. But before we could even start work, a freak drone incident left Diego with a nasty hand injury.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh my God, there was blood everywhere.
Yeah, I guess there was, wasn't there?
Good morning, wannabes. Last night, we arrived safe and soundly at Alpine Valley RV Resort. And we got to pick our site, which we'll tell you more about later. But when we backed in here and we got out, ready to unhitch, I noticed that I was missing the keys to our locking pin. Now, if you're like, Diego, what do you mean by keys to your locking pin? Let me show you what I mean. I am wholeheartedly a strong believer in safety. So I have this lock right here on this guy, and then I have this style lock on this guy.
Typically, those keys are right here along with my truck keys and RV keys, but last night we couldn't find them anywhere. We looked all over the camper. Thankfully, I have a very forgiving wife, and we got as level as we could. Right now, I'm gonna look through the truck bed, and if they're not in there, then that means they're sitting somewhere in the middle of Sedona, because that was the last place we hitched up.
Well, no luck. Looks like I'm either gonna have to drill it out or cut it off.
Is it just me or us, or has anybody else's husbands lost their key privileges from now on? He was so worried about me losing my keys, but look who's the culprit now.
Not funny.
Even though we cut our trip short, we're super glad that we got to our camp hosting gig early, because that means we get first pick of the sites.
Last night when we pulled in, we met with Hannah, who gave us a list of all the available sites. First one up was 117. Now, the reason we didn't go with this site is because there's some construction going on immediately behind it. But what's also behind it is a laundry facility, which was a bit tempting.
Okay, next up is site 76, and this one is on the corner, so we thought we would really love this one. But when we came to look at the site, we realized that the corner was all gravel and no grass, so it wouldn't be very beneficial to Carter, which is kind of why we thought it would be a good spot in the first place. So that one's out. We ultimately chose site 126 for our home for the summer.
This spot had plenty of room for our truck and trailer that we set up our carpet and chairs up front so that we could have a better view of the mountain. And it had plenty of grass up front and behind us for Carter.
Plus, we're not technically right next to anyone, because there's this little walking path that leads us right to the grocery store. You guys know I love my groceries and I love cooking, so this will be real great for me all summer long. I genuinely don't know how we accumulate so much laundry. I feel like I only have 5 outfits, but yet I'm doing 4 loads of laundry. So our site's all set up, and now I'm just ready to clean up and get settled, and that includes doing a bunch of freaking laundry. Something I feel like they don't tell you about boondocking is how dirty everything gets. I felt like I was just purely living in filth for the past 2 weeks, and I'm not mad at it. I really love boondocking, but it was kind of a shock. But thankfully, the RV park we're going to be working at has great facilities, and we always meticulously pick where we're going to work because we want it to include laundry. And as soon as we got here, they gave us a roll of quarters and said, have at it. Day one, and I finally get to use the little walking area to the grocery store.
Wow, you're way too happy about this.
I like it. It's so close. It's literally a 2-minute walk. Probably not even.
Last year and this year when we were here, we had never heard of this store called Brawlham's, but Ashlyn says she's pretty excited. She even compared it a little bit to H-E-B.
I kind of like it. It looks really nice in here. They have like fresh foods and stuff.
Okay, so this will be our home-based grocery store for the entirety of the summer while we're working here. Oh look, I'm glad they have Fresh Pet for Carter.
Aw, yay, his favorite meal.
Yeah, gotta keep our boy fed. Okay, well, we have officially acquired our groceries for the week.
And honestly, the prices are pretty comparable to Texas, so I'm not mad about that.
No complaints whatsoever.
No, I feel like we're really starting to get settled in.
Yep. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. We're broke. Or at least it very much felt that way when we decided to come here early. Let me explain. What ended up being wrong with the truck was voltage drop, and I immediately suspected the alternator. Now, with all that being said and done, I was still very worried, so that's when I decided to head to Alpine, which I knew would be a great idea because we were already excited to be here for the last 4 months. And real quick, if you'd like to help us out on this journey, the best thing you can do is interact with this video. Drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed, especially because this next place we're going to is what I would argue the spot that led us to be like, we definitely have to go back and work at Alpine.
This is our favorite spot. It's called Astoria Hot Springs, and we found it last year. Well, it's no secret, guys. A lot of people go to this hot spring, so we're not like by ourselves out here. But this is why we absolutely love camp hosting. This spot is only 25 minutes from our RV resort, and we get to do this kind of stuff all summer long. This is just a small incline, guys. You know I'm not a big fan of hiking, but I love a good water feature, so I'll do almost anything for that. If you're new here, you're probably wondering, what the heck is camp hosting? Well, camp hosting is when you work at an RV park. And for us, that means we get to be here all summer long for a free spot, and we get all of our wages paid.
The reason we love camp hosting so much is because it allows us to be in places like this that are so beautiful while still making an income.
Camp hosting also allows us to be able to complete our second year of zero rent. But we're in the midst of it right now, and we are not paying rent, and we won't pay rent all summer long.
Nope. Not even water, electric, or Wi-Fi.
And it's gonna be able to help us achieve our goal of saving money for our winter activities.
Now, this is something anyone can do. If you have a travel trailer, a Class A, a Class C, even a fifth wheel, you can get yourself a camp hosting job too. Okay, guys, so it's been a couple days. In that time, we got all settled outside, as you guys know, and we took that time to edit all 3 of our road trip videos. So all that's edited, uploaded, and ready to go. Oh, and before I forget, we finally heard back from Erica on Halo View support team, and she decided that the best course of action would be to send us the BF04 mount, which will allow it to correctly mount right here. But we should get that in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that.
Because of our recent giveaway, we had a ton of people subscribe to our newsletter. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I send out a bi-weekly newsletter just giving you all the info on all the behind the scenes things that Wannabe Travelers is doing that we don't share in our YouTube videos. If you stayed till the end of last week's video, we said that you would absolutely love this week's video. Well, that was us just hinting at the fact that we got a new brand partnership with none other than the Loves Travel Stop. And we helped promote their recent campaign about their Loves Rewards app.
If you want any more info on the app or how to best use it, go check out our shorts for more information. If you're wondering where we're headed to today, the first thing that came out of our mouth to Joey, our boss, was a question about what the best place was around the park. And he immediately pointed us to Grays River Road. It's not necessarily a trail, it's actually designated OHV only. Turns out Grays River Road is much longer than we anticipated. We never really found this beautiful alpine lake that our boss and our coworker said was back here, but we decided to call it. We were like,
we had no cell service and we didn't download the map, so we were just like, you know what, let's just stop. Let's quit while we're ahead.
Absolutely. But we still found a beautiful place.
To recap, last year was our first time camp hosting and we absolutely fell in love with it, so we're doing it again this year. Between camp hosting and the beet harvest, we were able to save $15,000.
Yeah, and for us, it's really important to share with you that you don't need to be an influencer, you don't need to have this really cool remote job, and you don't need to have sold the house to save and make this much money. You might be asking yourself, what did you do with that 15 grand, guys? Well, we spent it all. We spent a month backpacking Thailand, a month visiting and van lifing in New Zealand, and then lastly, we put a down payment on our new rig.
Plus, we spent the last of our savings, which was $2,500, getting to our camp hosting gig here in Wyoming. So let's just say we're now officially broke. So this year, we've challenged ourselves to save up $10,000
so that we can winter in Baja, Mexico.
I know, right? You didn't see that coming, I bet. But if you've been looking closely at our bingo card, then you probably found out.
It is right there, right in front of your faces, guys. In all seriousness, I have grown up watching so many other content creators go and explore and show love to my parents' birth country. And I've always been like, why can't that be me?
Now it's gonna be you, baby.
Thank
It's
you.
your turn.
Now it's gonna be us. So we're both gonna go down there. We're both gonna have a great time. Ideally, we want to be down there from January to March.
Wait.
But
Did you tell them about your dual citizenship?
oh yes, and to help us with this expense, so one of us isn't paying a tourist visa and all those things, I have gone ahead and gotten my dual citizenship so that I can go without paying any tourist fees or any fees for my vehicle or anything like that.
I know, that's pretty cool, guys, right? And then eventually, I can become a citizen by proxy or marriage or something, I don't know.
Something like that. But yeah, so the plan is to be down there January to March, and then we'll come back and start another camp hosting job again.
So throughout the rest of our videos, we're gonna be keeping you updated on how much money we've saved so that we can achieve this goal by the end of December.
Yep, because if we saved 15 grand last year, and you're asking yourself, why not do that again this year? It's because we do have other plans with our finances. We wanna pay down our rig. We wanna pay down a couple other things that we have. So not everything will go to this winter's plans, but for the most part, that is our biggest goal. Can you get the first aid?
Oh my God, baby.
Damn.
Love.
Yeah, flying a drone isn't easy. Oh, they whacked hard too.
Oh.
It's like everywhere.
Oh my goodness, Lovey.
I'm just glad it didn't like split the nail.
Didn't realize it was that.
Yeah, it's all 4 fingers. See that?
Oh.
See it now? Sorry guys, if you don't like blood, I'm so sorry. I'm just so bummed right now because I love flying the drone.
When robots fight back.
Sorry guys, if that was a bit too gruesome for you.
I tried to run as fast as I could to get the camera to show you guys, but Diego launched into the sky to grab the drone that was just being so chaotic, and you saw what happened.
Yeah, we've been having trouble with it since New Mexico, and what ended up happening was it launched itself. So I landed it and it launched itself, and it didn't go straight up. It went like this, like straight in. It wanted to go straight into the river.
A little suicidal.
You're right. So I like just lunged and grabbed it, and it completely like nicked all my, like these 3 fingers are completely numb right now.
I feel like if you would have just grabbed it a different way, finger could have been gone.
Yeah.
Like that's how deep the cuts are. Anyways, we won't talk too much about that because that was a part of our day that we did not see coming.
No, but hey, it makes for interesting clips for you guys. So I'm glad that we caught it or caught some of it.
Yeah. But guys, we're gonna be here all summer long, and of course that comes with some downsides. Like we're gonna be working 9 to 5 or 40 hours a week, and we're gonna be essentially stuck here the entire summer.
Yeah, stuck. We will have 3-day weekends, which is something that we absolutely looked, like we researched and looked.
We picked this job specifically for
right,
that.
thank you.
Yeah.
We picked this job specifically for the 3-day weekends.
That way we could explore and show you guys all of the awesome things to do while being stuck in the Teton.
Yeah, well, this campground will essentially serve as our base camp, but we are gonna take some weeks to go and, boondock and share with you the best boondocking spots in the Greater Teton National Park, in the Greater Teton Yellowstone National Park area.
And there's, like, we've already chatted with all of our coworkers and our bosses, and there's just so much to do this summer. Like, there's not going to be a shortage of footage for you guys. We have a lot of DIYs coming up, including one that we have been having an issue with for quite some time now.
Right. So, yeah, I'm excited to handle that, and I'm excited to handle so many other things and show you so many other things this summer. But look forward to next week's video because tomorrow literally is our first day of work for this 2026 season. And we're so excited to share it with you guys.
We're so pumped.
Later, Wannabes.
Bye.